The world of mixed martial arts, MMA, has evolved into one of the most competitive and technical combat sports, showcasing the best aspects of multiple disciplines. But long before the rise of the UFC, before legends like Anderson Silva, Conor McGregor, and Jon Jones dominated the octagon, there was one man who revolutionized martial arts thinking: Bruce Lee. Often referred to as the father of modern MMA, Bruce Lee's philosophy, training methods, and fighting techniques have deeply influenced the sport. His Jeet Kune Do (JKD) system, with its emphasis on adaptability, efficiency, and cross-training, laid the foundation for what we now recognize as MMA. So how exactly has Bruce Lee shaped today's UFC and MMA fighters? 1. Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, the blueprint for MMA. Before MMA became a global phenomenon, martial arts were mostly practiced in isolated disciplines: karate, boxing, wrestling, or jiu-jitsu. Fighters trained only in one system and rarely mixed techniques from other styles. Bruce Lee broke those limitations. He developed Jeet Kune Do, JKD, a philosophy that rejected traditional, rigid forms and instead promoted a blend of martial arts to maximize effectiveness. Lee believed in heavy checkmark striking from multiple angles, similar to modern kickboxing and Muay Thai. Heavy checkmark footwork inspired by boxing and fencing, allowing quick movement in and out of range. Heavy checkmark grappling and takedown defense, acknowledging the importance of wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Heavy checkmark eliminating unnecessary movements, focusing on speed, precision, and direct attacks. These are the same principles that define modern MMA. The ability to adapt, mix styles, and fight dynamically is the key to success in the UFC today, a vision Bruce Lee had long before the sport even existed. 2. UFC fighters who acknowledge Bruce Lee's influence. Many of the greatest MMA fighters in history credit Bruce Lee as a major influence on their training and fighting style. Small Blue Diamond Dana White, UFC president, once famously said, "Bruce Lee was the father of mixed martial arts. He believed in everything that's in MMA today: cross-training, taking the best of everything, and using what works." Small Blue Diamond Anderson Silva, one of the greatest UFC champions, incorporated Bruce Lee's fluid striking and footwork into his fights. He often studied Lee's movements and used his philosophy to dominate his opponents. Small Blue Diamond Conor McGregor has also drawn comparisons to Bruce Lee due to his emphasis on speed, timing, and adaptability. His wide stance, precision striking, and ability to mix techniques mirror Lee's combat principles. Small Blue Diamond Jon Jones, a former UFC champion, embodies Lee's philosophy of using all tools available. He utilizes unorthodox strikes, elbow techniques, and a mix of wrestling and kickboxing, exactly what Jeet Kune Do promotes. Even legendary coaches, like Greg Jackson and Firas Zahabi, have integrated Bruce Lee's training concepts into their MMA programs, proving his lasting influence on the sport. 3. The art of adaptability. How Bruce Lee's philosophy changed MMA. One of Bruce Lee's most famous quotes is, "Be like water, my friend." This statement captures the essence of MMA fighting today. Fighters must be fluid, adaptable, and able to transition between styles. Lee taught that fighters should not be stuck in one style but should instead flow seamlessly between different techniques. This is exactly what we see in the UFC octagon. Boxing loves strikers with strong takedown defense: Israel Adesanya, Conor McGregor. Martial arts uniform wrestlers who have developed elite striking: Kamaru Usman, Daniel Cormier. Martial arts uniform jiu-jitsu specialists who can also box: Charles Oliveira, Damian Maia. Bruce Lee's philosophy encourages fighters to use what works and discard what doesn't, which is now the fundamental approach to training in modern MMA. 4. Bruce Lee's training methods, ahead of his time. In addition to his philosophical impact, Bruce Lee also introduced cutting-edge training methods that UFC fighters still use today.